I'm Anne from Game Like a Mother, and this is my October game chat. We just got back from a trip, and we got personalized shirts done for this trip because we're fancy. And my youngest daughter got Aurora, and so I chose Maleficent because then I could say I was going to send her to the dungeon or something if she didn't listen to me on the trip. But it was so much fun. It was indeed the best day ever. And it was funny because we wanted to take the kids on a trip. We wanted to have a cultural experience with them. And then it quickly became apparent that theme parks were the correct level of culture for my family where we currently are at. And we had an absolute blast, but it is good to be home. So we are back from our trip, but we are also in the process of moving just to a nearby neighborhood, but we still have to pack up the entire house and move it over there. And we have discovered things like my younger son has a precious bucket of rocks, which is his collection, and they must go along with us apparently because moving with children is such a joy. But I mean, I guess I also have sort of a precious collection of all my board games, and I'm not getting rid of any before the move. But it did make me think a great idea for a board game top 10 list would be the top 10 games you would keep if you could only have 10 games in your collection. These are not necessarily just your favorite games. These are the top 10 games you think would be played by the people in your life that will play games with you. So you might have a few of your favorites, but you will also have some crowd pleasers in there. For instance, I'm pretty sure Rummy 500 would make my list because it's just a solid family card game that's really easy to teach and all ages can enjoy it and play it. So it's nice to have something like that as an option. So I'm very curious if you post in the comments a few games that you think would make such a list for you, or if you want to put your whole top 10, that would be great. I'm very interested to see what people would choose. It really kind of depends on who you're playing games with and what your personal tastes are. But I made a quick run at a first list for myself, and there are currently 17 games on the list. And I thought I was being so ruthless in cutting it down to just the core set. So I have no idea how I'm going to get it down to 10 from that. But let me know. I'm very interested to see what are kind of the go-tos that people would select. We have gotten to play a few games, some new, some old this month. These are the games that I'm going to be talking about today. A new game that we've had a bit of a button shy thing with all of the travel that we've been doing. It's just so easy and perfect to bring these along with. And when I mentioned the new games I got last month, it seemed like a few people were said, "Oh, Wonder Tales is awesome." So that's what I checked out first. And it's awesome. It has a great fantasy theme, and it's a 2-player game, and you're trying to play out your cards so that you get the most points. And it's fun because there's different interactions between cards where you'll play out, like if you're able to play Hansel and Gretel next to each other, then they're scoring bonus points off of being next to each other. But if the other player's able to play the witch card by one of them, or then you lose points. And but then there's the evil stepmother, and you can play that out, and then you have to flip it over and give the other player the points from the card, but you also get to switch it with another card, and you can really gum up some beautiful set of cards they had put together. So just really neat things that you can do with this, but it's so quick to teach. I played it with my husband, I played it with my younger son, and my older son, and yeah, it just was really quick and fun and easy to play. So many points, really enjoy. And then I came back and they had sent me a review copy of the Royal Limited, also by Button Shy. And it is a solo player game, which I usually don't do because I usually prefer to play with people. If I'm playing a game, it's quality time with somebody. However, I had to go to a basketball practice, and this was perfect to play at a table at the gym while I was waiting. And it's so fun. It's like a train theme, and you're trying to maximize your points over 4 rounds of play, where you basically want to have a train with a passenger in each train and then your VIP people placed. And there's quite an art of juggling where to fit everybody. I really like that the train cars are also passenger cars or passenger tickets. So you get to choose how you want to use the card. The dual function cards are just really a neat element. And you get special abilities or actions that you get to or have to perform once you've placed a passenger in a car. So it's really neat, and I haven't ever gotten, there's like a master level, and I've been at mid-level. I've lost a fair amount of the time, and then I got until I got it down a little bit more, and now I usually hit mid-level, but you just have to manage everything perfectly to get to the high level. And then, so I played it on my own, and then I also played it with my son later that evening, and so it works well if you have two people trying to work out a puzzle together. It can be that kind of experience, which I really like. The other game that we got that I've been really excited about, this one, is Timeline Twist, which is the cooperative version of Timeline, where you're working together to play the cards out. And the trick is you can't insert the card that you want to play anywhere in the timeline, and like you guess, you're like, oh, does it fit here? Yes or no. You have to do it on the ends, which is considerably harder, because if you put one card that makes there be a big gap, then it's going to be a really difficult game for you. But I like this because if you play regular timeline, once somebody has a fair number of the dates memorized, which just happens as you play the game, then it really isn't fun to play against them anymore. They just know where their cards go and they place them there when it's time. So this, even if you do know most of the dates, that helps, but you're still not assured victory, because it's the manner in which you have to place them out on the ends, and there's like a discard pile. It makes it a little bit trickier, which I really like. And then the other ones are more like little kid fare. This a Pancake Pile-Up. Just cute little games like this are such a staple in our collection, because this is what my preschooler would get out that she wants to play with me before she goes to school in the morning. And you're supposed to be making teams and rushing back and forth to assemble your pancakes and be the first to do so. Or you can just kind of build pancakes from different recipes, and it's cute and fun. And this thing's durable, and we haven't lost any pieces, and we've had this for years and years, and it still gets use. So this is a great one. Then also my preschooler has a very active social life, and we're going to not one, but 2 5-year-old birthday parties this weekend. And these are the 2 games that I picked to give to the little 5-year-olds. Hurry Up Chicken Butt is one of the new Exploding Kittens, like 4-year-old geared games, and it's basically elevated hot potato. There's a little bit more going on, because I don't know if that child plays as many board games, and but I still want to give her a board game, but I don't want it to be anything hard for the parents. And so if she doesn't, or if she does play a lot of board games, she should be happy with this, because it's just fun. Everybody likes hot potato. And then the other little girl, I know she plays board games, and I know she cries if she loses, because we played Pretty Pretty Princess over at her house one time, and my husband won. He was the Pretty Pretty Princess, and she wept a lot. So she's getting a cooperative game, and Outfoxed is just one of those gems that if I know a family with a 5-year-old plays any games at all, I know they're going to love this one, because literally every 5-year-old loves this game. It's essentially cooperative Clue, but easier. And you have a little decoder for figuring out which of the clues goes with the culprit who stole the fox that stole the pie. So it's just a great game premise. Super happy. Everybody likes it. But that's been it for us. Wish us luck with packing. Oh my gosh, all the stuff. But we will bring along the Precious Rock collection. We will bring along the Precious Game collection. And yeah, send me your top games. I'm very interested to see what people select. So that's it for me. Hopefully next month will just be gaming time galore, and I can't wait. So I will see you next time. Thanks from Game Like a Mother.